tell you. Let's get into it. It's unfortunate. A 13-year-old young melanated brother. So sad. He had to pass away due to breaking in cars and stealing cars or what have you. I'm not going to put his name up in the title for clout, trying to, bite off his name to get some views. Whoever, come across this video, y'all can share this video. Y'all need to share this video. Y'all need to subscribe. Y'all need to hit the Cash App, Y'all need to. As a middle-aged brother, I've been there, I've done that, Ice Cube, the rapper, made a rap song, dying young doing dumb shit. Dying young doing dumb shit. Something to that extent. Doing dumb shit, dying young. The black community is in an uproar, as usual, everything after the fact. We should be like this 24/7 when it comes to our youth. Do you know what your youth doing in the night hours, in the wee hours of the morning? At the pecking order, midnight to the next day. You see, the social media, a lack of supervision. We're not raising our kids no more, and it flushes out. It displays in the street. But sometimes it's too late. Just like this incident of tragedy, multiple shots, multiple gunshot wounds, and flatline. You got to question who was raising this young man, this melanated young brother. They said he was quiet. They said he liked fashion, stuff like that. They said he was pretty much okay. But why was he out there messing around with people's vehicles? My thing is this. It reminds me of New Jersey Drive. If you haven't copped the old cinema, I think y'all need to watch it. New Jersey Drive. It was a movie basically about carjacking and stealing cars. And they found out it could be lucrative. I ain't gonna tell you about the whole movie. I mean, you can get it on Netflix, you can get it on Tuba, you can whatever. It's an old movie though. It's when I was I think it came out when I was a teenager. Yeah, I was a teenager back then. New Jersey Drive. People, where does it stop? I'm gonna take my time with this. Where does it stop? Is this it? Time after time after time after time after time. If you like cars, see that. If you're a young male child like cars, get him into a mechanic school. So you can learn how to fix the car. See, this is what I'm talking about. So you can learn the mechanisms of the car. So he can make his own car, invent his own vehicle, so he can put on the market. We always, the vast majority of black folks, we always in the factory mode or the simulation mode. Think outside of the box. If you see the young man like automobiles, hey, pick up a book, get on the internet, learn about motors, learn about the gas lines, learn about the mechanism, the brake lines, everything, all the intricate parts of a car. Everything. The licensing, as far as you getting the license and driving and stuff like that. Do it the right way. See, this is bullshit. 13 years old, haven't even begun to live, gone. Life cut short. Dumb shit. If we don't pay attention to our youth, we're gonna keep losing our generations of black males. It's bad enough. The youth is stereotyped, well as brothers my age, 6 foot something, me, I'm talking about myself, 6 foot something, dreadlocks, big guy, bearded up. Automatically, I'm a hoodlum. Automatically, I'm a street thug. I'm a dusty, I'm this, I'm that. Because I don't fit in so unquote American demographic, to speak. I'm supposed to be clean shaven as a grown man, like I'm a little boy. Everything, mustache, everything clean shaven, Brooks Brothers suit and everything. Oh, now, he a professional or just the man in the suit usually be the one. And that's another thing. We go on the outlook of parents. The one in the suit usually be the one. I hate to be a bearer of bad news. The one in the motherfucking suit is usually the one. Not all, but a vast majority. See, that's the throw off. See, that's a professional. he fits in. See, I'm going to bring out a high level knowledge to speak. If y'all can figure it out, it don't fly over your heads. It may, it is going to fly over some of y'all heads because y'all still in the fog. Some of y'all, not all of y'all. Some of y'all going to understand this, some of y'all not. But here's the thing, because I don't want to get too far-fetched off the topic to speak. Who's raising these kids? If you got kids raising kids, you know the outcome. I mean, this is old news. It's the home culture. Do they know anything about Black history? Do they know anything about their true identity as being a Black man in America? Do they know why they live in America due to the slave trade? Look, we're not originally from here. It was only due to the slave trade Black people are here in America. Y'all know this. Somewhere down the line, our ancestors from our biological tree was herded over here like cattle, intermixed. That's why you got mulattoes today. That's why you got interracial kids today. I can make a whole diatribe out of this. The slave master was in the plantations getting busy, well as the slave woman. Not slave woman, the slave master's wife or baby mama. When he went off to Civil War or whatever, to his escapades, she was in there getting the mandingo, getting stroked. Giving up all hoes. And then getting gangbanged. And to this day, that's it's a fetish to some of these non-melanated people. Some of us still voluntarily fall in that wave of life and think that's exciting, but it's really disrespectful, if you ask me. All the stuff that we've been through. So these are the things that the youth need to be taught. If you don't catch them at a certain age, it's all out the gates. They're going to be doing stupid shit in the street. They're indoctrinated with this goddamn, this social media. Social media, man. It's killing our kids. It is. Because they're using it for the wrong things. They beefing on here. They getting licks on here. And that's another thing I got to bring to your attention. To all y'all brothers that's successful, I know y'all want to show and tell. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but some things should be left off the internet. Because unfortunately, you got a herd of Black folks of all different demographics and ages that feel as though they suffering and struggling because they won't open their mind up to higher possibilities. So they feel as though if they can find you, they can get a lick on you. So you got that shit going on big time because they won't elevate their mind. It's sad the young boy had to go, but this should be a lesson to all you young guys out here and females. Take your ass to school, learn the bullshit they're going to teach you. Find out what you want to do in life. See, that's the problem. Half of these youngins don't know what they want to do because they're not mature yet. This is why it's essential for y'all to get this America. I know it's bullshit because they're teaching you lies. Okay? But learn it. Play the game, learn this shit, and learn about your history too. Don't you know other nationalities come here to get their education? They learn this American education, but they still got their identity and culture. They know about their culture too. This is why they surpass us. They know it's a game. They know it's an indoctrination. They know it's not their true culture, their true identity, but they learn it because they know once they master the test of life teachings within America, they can get certain qualifications and occupations so they can make money and cover their overhead, and get what they want, far as house, car, food, clothes, and shelter. You know, they know they can. They know they can get good, high premium health care. They know the ins and outs of that. See, I'm talking about real life freedom. All this black on black crime, mental slavery. All these youngins breaking in people's shit, getting their heads split, mental slavery. That's bondage in the mind. Ain't no way in hell in 2000 what? 2000 what? 22 going into this new year. 2022 going into this new year, 2023. Ain't no way in hell these youngins and black people as a whole should be engaging in this bullshit. Half of us is still on the plantation. These rappers dying like a motherfucker. Stupid shit. Jealousy. Backdooring. Slide. Demonic demon time. Falling right into the trap. See, this thing is it goes, the rabbit hole goes deep. And then wasting our lives on the street. What are we fighting for? Nothing but death and destruction. Ain't no law, statutes, and commandments. That's what you need to be fighting for. The kingdom of God. The man upstairs put y'all here for a reason. Not to be breaking in people's shit. Not to be robbing from each other. Not to be shooting each other. Not to be disrespecting each other. Not to be blaming the black woman or blaming the black man. So many videos been uploaded about this. Relationship experts and all this. Then the juveniles and youngins up here beefing on streams and clubhouses, talking about pull up and all this, and the glamoration of criminal activity. It's a glamoration of that. It's some kind of lore, It's fascinating to be out there doing crimes, and that shouldn't be worship. It's becoming a worship to do crimes, to do bodily harm, to beat up old ladies on the bus or middle-aged women on the bus, throw them off the bus, messing around with veterans or derelicts or just dudes that gave up on life, beating up on them, messing with homeless folks and all this. You don't know what those people been through, youngins. Why you fucking with them? You need to be praying for them. You need to be trying to help them if you can help them. I don't care what they do with the money. Give them some money. That's what they want. Try to make them happy. Even the elderly people within your family, man, that's suffering. See, there ain't no love no more. The love has been taken out. It's the glamoration. It's this worship of crime and this social media on the dark side of the map bullshit, trolling and all kinds of demonic activity going on. Now it leads to sorrow. If your mind is filtered with materialism, I keep going back to that. You gotta have this, or you're not in the in crowd. You gotta dress this certain way, or you're not in the in crowd. You gotta have this kind of $500,000 or $1 million car, or you're not in the in crowd. You gotta be wearing half of that jewelry, be fake as a motherfucker. You gotta be wearing houses on your neck, mansions on your neck. If you ain't doing that, you're not in the in crowd. So what do these youngins do? They do anything to acquire that wealth, even sell their soul. See? But it's always a backdrop to that. And it sum up to murder. See? If you ain't living right, if you're doing the wrong things, it circumvents 360 degrees circular. What goes around comes around. If you don't have a philosophy of sacred knowledge, sacred geometry, if you don't have a knowledge of enlightenment, your light is out. You don't have no light. So therefore, if you don't got no light, you can't see in the dark. When they put the lights out, your mind is dim. When you brainwash and indoctrinated with this propaganda, your mind is dim. You're being distracted. You're being bombarded. You're being lied to. You're being hoodwinked. They present this reality to you. You talk about the 1%, but that's the 1% creates this reality of destruction. And they got their puppeteers like these rappers that rap that. They get paid to rap this stuff so they can keep you distracted from God. Those raps are not holy. Those raps is not about God. It's about sex, highly sexualized. It's about killing. It's about putting in work. It's about robbing. Yeah. It's an autobiography. It's a blueprint. Straight to hell. Let's put the cards. Let's throw all the dice on the table. Huh? Let's throw the dice on the table. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw the dice. Let's throw the dice on the table. You feel me? Let's throw them on the table. That's what it's about. So it's going to be more deaths if these young men, especially these young men, are not indoctrinated in the right stuff. They're not taught the right stuff. They're not groomed in a certain way. It's going to be more of casualties and victims that's found in trash cans. It's found dead on concrete slabs. That's found with their heads split in back alleys, burned up in cars, all kinds of brutality, riddled with holes inside the shell of a car or truck, slumped over seats. It's going to be more of that. Organ donors. It's going to be more of that. Tenants of the grave, tenants of the grave, tenants of the morgue, we overpopulating the graves dead than overpopulating living. We overpopulating the graveyards, you know what I'm saying? The mausoleums, you know what I'm saying? The shallow graves, you know what I'm saying? We still, our black women are still disappearing off the street. No one ain't saying shit about it no more, hardly no more. Yeah. I'm bringing it all, trying to bring all this kind of stuff to y'all so y'all can pay attention and be observant, see what's going on. Okay? Get out of the mental slavery. Okay? This is your freedom. This is your freedom. Getting out of the mental slavery and revising yourselves and learning your history, well as this American history, so y'all can break the chains of mental slavery. If you don't, these things will happen in your family tree. These things will happen to your brothers, sisters, aunties, grandmothers, whoever your relatives or your intermediate family. They're gonna fall victim to drugism. They're gonna fall victim to sexually transmitted diseases they can't get rid of because they're ignorant. They think their body is to be used just for that. They have no higher learning. See, all this stuff, I'm telling y'all, man. And the main ingredient y'all missing is the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Y'all missing out on the blueprint. The basic, you can't get away from it. The basic instructions before leaving Earth. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So My thing is, if you don't want to follow the right blueprint, y'all gonna follow the demonic blueprint and go straight to hell. You're gonna become casualties because you don't want to follow the pages of the basic instructions before leaving Earth, the law, statute, and commandments. The pages in the book are turning daily. The pages in the book are turning daily in the mental. The weather down in the DMV has been strange. It was a whole week. It felt like spring again and almost summertime. Then it got cold again. A few times that happened. A few times that's been happening. Don't it say in a good book, you won't tell the seasons? We're living on borrowed time, people. Either make your life something positive and for the Lord, or live this life of hell and wait for the Grand Reaper to take you out of here on an early date. It's time to get serious. Because I know I can't speak about you. I take my life seriously. I take my life seriously. I don't know about other folk. You get your shit, you out here doing things, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. The streets are always watching. You're doing dumb shit, taking penitentiary chances or graveyard chances. The streets is watching you. And let me tell you something, before I end this video, let me tell you something. You can't get away. That's not taking your life seriously. You doing things and you got enough sense to know it might be some get back. And it might be you putting your life on the line. So who's stupid? Who's stupid? Who's stupid? The streets are watching and everyone don't like you. Well, hell, a lot of people in my life, in my reality, surprised I'm still living. Thought I'd be dead a long time ago. You got motherfuckers waiting on you to die. Yeah, just die, motherfucker, die. Sick, mentally ill people. And raised with jealousy. And raised with malice. And raised with all this bullshit they got in their mind. Because they can't live their lives. So they see you living your life, they mad. You got to deal with folks like that, a whole lot of folks. That's because they gave up on their own life. They don't have a clue. They still locked in mental bondage. And Lucifer and the fallen angels got them fucked up. Stay away from those people. Because misery loves company. You know, I had to give y'all a whole, I gotta add my stuff in. I had to give y'all a whole parameter, a whole script of why these things keep happening. Now I'm giving y'all a lot of ways out in this video. You gotta take it. You gotta make the first step though. You gotta put God first. First and foremost, you gotta put God first. If you don't, I'm gonna let you think about that. I'm out.